Hello. Alright, one stroke on two strokes. Last we left you, I had done the pressure test on the fuel lines, fuel system. Now we're going to do a pressure test on the cylinder and all that jazz. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take this, nope, not that. I'm going to take this bottom plate off here because I got to get that exhaust off, and this is a very complicated procedure here. It's not as easy as stills and stuff. You just pop it right off the front. Got to take the whole bottom plate off of this thing. So we'll do that. Now I know where everything is, so I've taken it apart so many times. La-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-dum. Got a big class reunion tonight down at the Hardy Heritage Park. It's an 80s reunion from 80 to 89. Everyone will be there. Alright, so there's that plate. Alright, and on my first mini series of chainsaw events, I took the exhaust off. Remember, it's full, just full of crud, full of lizard eggs and what looked to be caviar. I don't know. I can't confirm that. Anyways, I went and got, wrong one. I went and got new screws and bolts for this exhaust. It was missing them all. And I put Loctite on them too. You see how good that did. But anyways, I'm gonna take this off. I gotta seal this exhaust for the pressure test. Yeah, that one's on there good. I'll probably put Loctite on them again. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to put this whole exhaust on when I seal it. Just put a piece of gasket material on there. Poke a couple holes in it. Hopefully. Oh, I got a plate. No, that's a gasket there, but it's got holes in it. I think I made that one too. I did. Yeah. Alright. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to put it on gasket material. Pop it a little bit, make an imprint. I'm going to cut it out. But I'm not going to cut out the big hole. I'm just going to have the screw so it'll seal that. Then I'll put this back on it. It'll be tight. Alright, be back in a flash, Gordon. I made my little crude gasket block thingamajig. So I'm going to take it and drop my screws right out of the exhaust. I'll get those. I got them. Sit back down. I got them. Alright. I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to put my little gasket on the back. And gotta get that little booger down in the whatever it is. There we go. No, I just gotta find the holes. Yeah, come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, the spark arrestor holder down there. Oh, that one's not on, is it? Gee, my Nedley. That one's in. So you think it ought to be pretty well lined up, huh? Alright. Let's find it. Why is it always so hard? Jeez. I know what my brother just said too. I'll tell him later. I'm not going to say it on camera. Just think about it. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me take the top one back out and see if I can get the bottom one started. It's always something. Like my daddy used to tell me. Oh, gasket fell off. Yep, it's like my daddy used to always say. Come on, work with me. Work with me. Come on. You know, back in my younger days, it probably wasn't that far away. I'd have swung this thing out in the pasture by now. But when you ask the Lord for patience, to grant you patience, you know what He does, right? He don't give you patience. He puts you in a situation where you can find your patience if you choose to do so. I've kind of choosed it, I guess, here. I kind of like doing this stuff. I like learning because I'm not a smart man. Well, I know what love is. Anywho, tightening these up, so hopefully that's got that little gasket compressed. The exhaust is sealed off. So now I'm going to take the carburetor. I already had it off. I just hooked the hoses back up a while ago for the pressure test. So I'll pull the carb off. Oh, man. Loosen that up. Now I've got fuel on my little thingamajiggy here. When you take the carb off, let me just pour that off. Let me pour that off. How about that? Oh, had the gas cap loosened. Got a little fuel there. Oh, there goes the screwdrivers. I'm a hot mess today, buddy. Okay. We're clean there, I hope. Clean. We're clean. A little gaseous in here, and it's not me. Okay. So here we go again. Got this nifty little carb block there from Sawzilla. So I've made a little gasket for that too. So I'll put that on, and we'll seal the carb hole up with this. The intake, they call it, I believe. Well, let's get those started in there, right there. We'll put them in right there. There it is. There it stays. Zippity doo dah on that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now we got that little bad boy sealed up. Now, excuse me. Now what we do is we bring back out the Mighty Vac 8500. And we will hook it right there to that little knobby. Hopefully that's sealed good enough. And then we're going to pump that up. We got it on pressure. So we're going to pump it up to 7 pounds. I wish I could see what looks best on that, but I can't see it till I view the video. Look at that. Look at that. 7 pounds. That's 7 right there. Y'all think from the south? Oh, that's about 8, but we had on 7. Let me just let that sit there for a bit. Looks like it's holding pretty good, huh? Man, that's a close-up right there. Okay. Looks like we're holding there, boys and girls. Let me study it a little closer just to make sure. Yeah. It's holding right there about 7.5. All right, poof, get rid of that. Now we'll go vacuum over here. And they call that something, bars of mercury, I don't know. But they put it up to about 15 right there. So we'll go vacuum, vacuum, vacuum to about 15. All right. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, it's holding. Zoom up on it if you can. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, it's holding right there. So that tells me where our cylinder is sealed good. The, what do you call it? The intake hose, blah 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 blah. Intake boot. Yeah, where the carb hooks to the cylinder. All right, so we're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the deal now. Everything checks out. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera, the phone, my iPhone 8. So here's the deal. Everything checks. Fuel system. I've rebuilt the carburetor. I've changed I didn't change the fuel lines because they're good, and you got to rip this thing apart, and it's got about a intake fuel line about that long. The never can remember the name. I'll put it up there at the top when I edit this video. This little hose right here, I'm gonna think of it. No, I'm not. All right, but anywho, everything looks good other than spark. It still baffles me. But I talked to my buddy Rusty, whose chainsaw this is, and I told him, I said, I've got to pull the flywheel. They said, and when I say they, I'm talking about ChatGPT, because I can't find any videos on this stuff. But I know if the flywheel, the little keyway is broke, shifted somehow, it messes the timing up of the spark. So you can yank on that thing, and it ain't gonna turn over. So he gave me permission, go ahead. I said I might bust it and it's screwed, but he agreed that go ahead, go for it. If it's, if I can't fix it, he can just hang it up underneath his barn like a Cracker Barrel. All right, next video, we're pulling the flywheel, and I bought me a new flywheel puller. Of course, it came from Amazon, so I don't know. It looks a lot thicker than mine, and it is. Where's the one I built? I thought it should hold good, but apparently I was wrong. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. My table is all jacked up, but there's the thickness of that bad boy. Now I had to go buy smaller screws from Ace Hardware for this flywheel. So hopefully that'll do the trick. I bought the thick washers. So next video we'll be pulling flywheel. See you on that one. God bless.